Do you all know what is engineering? And now let us learn about engineering. Have you ever thought the world without engineers? The world would not be possible without engineers. What is the difference between engineering and science? Science is the discovering something which is already present, like finding composition of an element or analysis of the behavior of a structure and experimentation and deriving results. But engineering is something different, that is, we are going to invent something which is not already present. Some new ideas, with the help of some new ideas, we are going to produce some products or services or something that will be useful to mankind. So, what is in engineering? According to word, it means to design or to devise. Engineers mainly we are going to design a device or a component or a subsystem or a system, whatever it may be. Here are some examples like we can design an engine. If we are an aeronautical engineer, we are designing the aeroplane. If a mechanical engineer designs the air conditioner or something like pressure valves, and if a civil or a structural engineer, he is going to design a bridge. What does successful engineering design mean? Successful engineering design means the quality of life, which improves the quality of life. It must not destroy the quality of life already present. For example, we are designing a bridge. That bridge should sustain many years so that it could carry heavy loads, and moreover it can carry more people. The Even though the traffic goes on increasing in the upcoming years, the bridge will not fail. So what does it mean? The design period of the bridge should sustain the the bridge should be in a working condition for many. So, how is this possible? This is just an outcome of uh, technology. That is, engineering is nothing but an outcome of technology. So, if engineers designed these concepts based on some ideas, initially they have very small ideas. With that small ideas, they developed many more new structures. So, what is the definition of engineering? So, definition of engineering according to the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology, that is ABET, they have given us it is a professional course. So, who is an engineer? It is a profession. So, in which the knowledge of math, natural sciences gained by study, experience, practice, and it should be economical, and it should be beneficial to mankind. That is the definition for engineering. So, it is like a professional course, means there are many professional courses like doctors, lawyers, engineers, and this is one one of the branch of professional course. So, what is it basically involving? It involves some mathematical concepts, natural sciences, and we should acquire some knowledge based on our experience, and also we should implement the mathematical equations or concepts, whatever we have studied, we should implement in the field. and um, we should apply some constraints. uh, why the constraints are coming into account? Because it should be economical. If it is uneconomical, then it won't be beneficial to mankind. So based on trial and error process, the engineering, uh, uh, based on trial and error, we design many equipments or something like that. And here is a list of engineering courses what you can do. It is just an idea. There is, as I have said, aeronautical engineering, agricultural engineering, architectural engineering, chemical engineering, civil engineering, biochemical, biomedical, bioengineering, environmental engineering, textile, manufacturing, mining engineering, metallurgy, and many other type of engineering are nowadays in existence. So here is some examples which I am going to say, that is, you can see here. In the ancient days, many people, they were trying to invent something. So one of the invention is presented by me. So what is that? Separating oil from water. So how to separate oil from water? It was um, an invention made by uh, Diego, by a chemical engineer, and he invented some plastic coated cotton material that could clean the gulf, so that this plastic coated material absorbs all the oil, and the water remains uh, separately. So he succeeded in separating oil from water. This is one of the invention. Similarly, another engineer, he is a mechanical engineer from the University of Alabama, Marcus Ashford, has invented a car engine. It will have 80% less exhaust emissions. That is what we need, because if more exhaust emissions are coming outside, then it will lead to air pollution, not only air pollution, greenhouse effect, global warming, and it is one of the main causes nowadays discussed. And he invented this engine which is very useful, so that it has only 20 percentage emission and less than 80 percentage. That means only 20 percentage emission is coming outside, so that is not going to pollute more. So this one is one such example of invention. And another invention is designing space colonies. It is designed by a civil engineer named Kim Lee Jones, working for on a purifying water, so that we can one day go to Mars. So how we will purify water? So based on that concept, she has designed some space colonies, so that how we can go and survive even in another planet like Mars. And a biological engineer named John Vieta, he designed, he invented uh, and how to track the cancer cells. So tracking of cancer cells is not an easy job, because uh, these cells multiply uh, many into many cells, so that it destroys the human body. If it is in the cancer has many stages, if it is in the first stage, probably the people can be saved, but If it is in the second or third stage, the life of the person is not assured. So uh, to make to how to track the cancer cells, he has invented a listening device. So when we fit that, it hears all the uh, cancer cells movements, and based on that we can destroy the cancer cells so that the humans can be saved. So finally I conclude that what is engineering? Engineering is nothing but it is a design process. So it is just a loop. uh, as you can see, we can identify the problem. We must identify the problem. When we identify the problem, then we are going for research. I mean problem or a state problem statement. We will first identify what is the problem in the area, uh, and we will go for research, researching many journals, some experiments. We will conclude, we will come to a conclusion what they already people have done and what we can do for the society, and we will come out with some possible solutions. So based on that solutions, you can select one solution and construct a design, test and modify the design and present your design. If the design is plagiarism free, copyright free, then it will be published and your design will be taken into the account. Like if you design a device which is very useful for the society, then it will be taken to account. Even the government can give you some funds or something like that. So this research is one of the major area in engineering. Only after engineering, not only going for some working for some companies, that doesn't matter. You can also invent something new, and for that we should first develop a prototype. Developing a prototype is more important because we cannot develop a entire experimental setup which is more of cost and uneconomical. So we will go for a prototype, and we will do a prototype testing. If it succeeds, we will go then we will go for the experimentation. If it fails, then we will construct some other prototype, and we will improve our ideas. So this is what the process going on in engineering. So finally, if the result is after designing the result is not good, then we will redesign. Redesigning is mainly according to the design. If it does not meet the design criteria, so we will go for redesigning. So after that we will conclude, we will give a solution like that. But our project itself, it can be continued as a future scope, so that it can be uh, modified by some other people in a useful manner. So this is what engineering you can do, whatever things that is useful to the society. Maybe you can design a building, you can design a device, you can design an air conditioner, different types of pressure valves. For example, in a simple way, if I have to say, if we want to find the pressure of an equipment, the formula is P is equal to rho GH. So that pressure is the problem. We have to find what is the pressure. That is identifying the problem. So we have to research what type of pressure it is, or how it can impact the device. What is the solution we can give to avoid that pressure. So this is what undergoing in engineering. You can do many more things, and that is what I conclude about engineering.